Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and you're all welcome to today's discussion. This is DAPPM Group 4. It is a group of 9 members. And in today's discussion, we are going to discuss about socially responsible procurement. In this, we are going to be able to understand what it is, the challenges around it, the principles that come around it, the strategies for us to use to mitigate the challenges we face while doing socially responsible procurement. We shall also give you about the framework of socially responsible procurement, our conclusion, and the sources we use to get this information that you could go to in case you need more information. You're welcome once again, and my name is Regina Akankwasa. Procurement is the process of acquiring goods and services from external sources. And in this, I'm sure we have all tried to procure things, but the most special thing about socially responsible procurement is that it goes beyond price and quality, and it considers the ethical, social, and environmental impacts. With this, the organizations will go beyond their own needs and tend to support the environments they are in and the people that are in those environments. And socially responsible procurement plays a vital role in promoting sustainability and human rights across supply chains. For example, in Uganda, we have Buy Uganda, Build Uganda, and most times organizations go through this to ensure that they give back to Uganda as a country and support local content. And this is all about socially responsible procurement. With this, you support local content and support the people that are in the same environment like you. Thank you so much. Sharon is coming in to give us the principles.
Thank you, Regina. My name is Sharon Afiu, and I'm going to take you through the key principles of the socially responsible procurement. The first key principle is the fair labor practices, where we do emphasize fair wages. We shouldn't underpay the laborers we are going to use in that procurement. Then we should also ensure health and safety and prevent child labor. Then another key principle is the environmental protection and sustainability, where we do discourage companies which degrade the environment to come into this type of procurement. We also discourage products which are coming from those factories to be used into our society. Another key principle is the ESCO sourcing, where we ESCO principle, where we do encourage transparency and also avoid conflict of interest. Another key principle is the local sourcing, where we encourage procurement which shouldn't exceed 50 kilometers. Allow me to welcome Shifa for the other additional principles.
Thank you so much, Sharon, for that elaborative presentation. I'm Nakalema Shifra. On additional principles to the key principles, we have diversity and inclusion. In this, we allocate procurement codes for marginalized groups like women and youth and disabled people. We also have stakeholder engagement. In stakeholder engagement, we involved all the stakeholders to represent views and maximize the disputes during procurement. Human rights, where the procurers from providers respecting all the rights such as equality, freedom, fair work, and education. Lastly, we have the anti-corruption and transparency. This ensures openness and fairness to prevent corruption in procurement process. With that, let me invite my colleague Kato to take us through the framework. Thank you.
Thank you, Shifa. My name is Kato Hussein, and I'm going to take you the framework that will operationalize SRP. And here, the first key issue we shall look at is the definition and scope. And after we shall do is clearly define SRP, including social and ethical environment considerations. The objective here is to clarify applicability of the SRP in the different sectors, public, private, and third sector. We shall also do policy development and intentions. Here we shall formulate and integrate SRP policies, as this will help us to ensure that all procurement activities align with sustainability. We shall also do capacity building, and here we shall conduct training sessions for procurement staff on SRPs and practices. And the objective is to keep staff with necessary skills and knowledge to implement SRP effectively. And next, we shall do stakeholder engagement and collaboration. Here we shall engage with local communities and all other players in the procurement process, as this will help promote transparency and inclusivity, accountability in the procurement decisions. Monitoring and evaluation. We shall also do monitoring to evaluate the impact of SRP initiatives, as this will help us assess the effectiveness of practice and make the necessary adjustments. Integration with national goals. We shall align SRP with national goals on employment, poverty education, and other identification programs, as this ensures that SRP is part of the national government policies and plans. Evaluation and award criteria. We shall allow social value to be a criterion in supply selection and contract award, as this will help promote use of lifestyle costing and value for money principles that incorporate social outcomes. Sustainability standards. We shall include environmental sustainability in the procurement process, as this will help promote ethical sourcing during procurement decisions. Let me invite my colleague Jonas to give us examples of SRP in our economy.
Okay, thank you, Kato. I'm Jonas Chemutai. I'll be presenting the examples of SRPs in Uganda, whereby one is that we have youth and women-owned businesses, whereby during this type of procurement, we need to purchase from the minority-owned enterprises to empower local communities. Then as well, we have eco-friendly materials, whereby sourcing biodegradable and sustainable products to protect the environment. Then as well, we have issues to deal with the compliance with the labor laws, whereby we ensure that suppliers adhere to fair labor standards and regulations. Then the last example that we have here is that there is always a local content promotion, whereby most of the contracts are being preserved to the local farms. With that, love to invite Irene to take us through the benefits of social responsible procurement. Thank you.
Yes, good evening, everyone. My name is Nabosa Irene. I'll be taking through the benefits of socially responsible procurement. And the first benefit I'll give is that it promotes human rights and fair treatment. For example, here, by pressing on suppliers to be responsible in their dealings, and workers and consumers are protected. And then maybe the next one we can say that it reduces environmental harm. And this is achieved by denying suppliers who abuse the environmental businesses. Another benefit is that it builds reputation and trust. It also encourages transparency and accountability. It also supports local community development and small medium enterprises. It also aligns with Uganda Vision 2040. It creates jobs through local sourcing. It mitigates risks of social scandals and reputational damage. Thank you very much. I'll hand you over to the next person to present.
Thank you so much, Irene. My name is Viola Nakanyike, and I'm presenting the challenges of SRP procurement. Whereas SRP advocates for the use of local suppliers, it comes with challenges such as limited supplier capacity. Yes, limited supplier capacity. Here, the small or the local suppliers, they lack standards and criteria for the SRP process. Lack of training and awareness. Staff and the suppliers may not fully understand the SRP process. We have budget constraints. Here we find that the SRP process comes with an increased cost compared to the normal procurement, which is done. We also have the informal sectors. We find that here the local suppliers, they lack the documentation to participate in the procurement, the SRP procurement. We also look at the limited political and leadership support. Thank you so much. I invite the next discussant.
My name is again Orot Caroline Ogenga, and I am presenting the strategies for successful SRP implementation. The first one is to develop clear SRP policies. Here we establish guidelines that integrate social responsibility into procurement. We also have supply engagement and assessment. Here we regularly evaluate and collaborate with certified and transparent suppliers. We also have training and capacity building. This is where we educate staff and decision makers on the SRP principles and benefits. And then lastly, we have monitoring and evaluation. Here we track procurement practices to ensure compliance and continuous improvement. Thank you. Over to you, Billy.
Yes, thank you, Caroline. And as we conclude, we want to inform you that socially responsible procurement is not just an ethical obligation, but a strategic choice. It promotes sustainability, equity, and social impact through purchasing decisions. By enabling SRP principles, organizations contribute to a better world, supporting human rights, environmental protection, and community development. Commitment to SRP fosters long-term value and positive change across the supply chain. If you want more information about our discussion, please refer to the references that we've put under here, and thank you.